Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for John Collins.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for the Pelicans, Trey Murphy is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Ingram in at the 2. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
Now here's Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Ingram attacking. Count that one. Ingram's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pelicans. Sexton against McCollum. Here's Kessler. Down low. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Out to Nance. Up top, Valanciunas. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Nance dishes to McCollum. And the 3 off target. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. Put up a good fight. And they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
This Pelican front office has done a great job, Brent, finding some diamonds in the rough, players that have now helped.
Think about it, Kevin. They grabbed Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, both undrafted players, and those guys are key rotation pieces to change the tempo of any game. Herb Jones, a great steal in the second round, defensively comes in, creates havoc. I mean, a lot of really impressive finds for this front office.
And he makes the first. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
He doesn't get the second one.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does. And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. McCollum looking it over. This one for 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sexton against McCollum. Markkanen passes to Horton-Tucker. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
There's the pass to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. Horton Tucker, that's good.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Valanciunas. Kicks to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Sexton. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by McCollum.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Sexton. After the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson up top. He's covered by Ingram. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
From the high post. Jump shot is good. Ingram's got 6. Jazz trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sexton kicks to Clarkson. There's a screen. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, creating something off of the dribble. Nice job with the bounce. I like watching Jordan Clarkson when he's in go-go mode.
McCollum against Sexton. Nance sets a screen for McCollum. Up top, Nance. Nothing on the board. Valanciunas with a screen on Markkanen. Stolen by Kessler. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Some contact's not going to dissuade a big like Markkanen. He doubles down on the shot, and he gets it.
Here's Ingram. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. That one falls.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Great anticipation as Valanciunas got to that ball and just swatted it away.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Clarkson against Ingram. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Sexton, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Utah.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Passes to Sexton. Collins, a screen on McCollum. Lobbed up there for Collins. Ingram with the steal. Here's Alvarado with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Now, here's Clarkson, trailing by 2. Shoots the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ingram deciding where to go with it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Here's Sexton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. And the pass to Kessler. Now Collins. And he banks in the layup.
Just not letting the defense get to him from that spot. Collins confidently knocks that one down.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. Valanciunas finds Alvarado. Off target with his 3. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. Here's Clarkson. Nance gets the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game. And it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Valanciunas. And a switcher also for Utah. George is checked in. Pelicans leading by 3. Brandon Ingram, tiny dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that one falls for Ingram.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Clarkson. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 27 points per, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Jazz trail by 5. Alvarado with the steal. 3-on-3. And the basket by McCollum.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Williamson.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
McCollum against Markkanen. McCollum kicks to Ingram. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 7. George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And that one good from Clarkson.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Nance. Now Ingram. Nance a screen on Collins. Ingram passes to Nance. Clock at 6, and it's in there. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
Nance Jr. wasting no time and quick decision-making, helping out that possession.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. To the middle, here's Kessler. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 56% in this first quarter, an outstanding start for this offense. Driving the lane, and it's blocked. Markkanen against Williamson. Pass to George. There's a screen by Collins. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Nance finds Ingram. Back to Nance. Collins grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Markkanen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
And he knocks down the first one.
7 feet, really good at shooting the basketball, a decent handle. Lauri Markkanen starts to tinker on that unicorn category.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Jones comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Hawkins subbed in for C.J. McCollum. He's perfect from the line this time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Passes it to Alvarado. Floats it up for Williamson. Stolen by Markkanen. And here's George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
What opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. The jump hook and too long on the shot.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Pelicans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. That one misses for Hawkins. A second-round pick in 2021, Brent Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hendricks, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Jazz lead by 1. Here's Alvarado, defended by George. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. Over George. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Jazz leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Utah leading. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Sexton, Yurtsevin out there with Collins. Then it's George, and it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Yurtsevin. He has yet to score. 5 to shoot from 13. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing. Just like we saw there. Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here is George. Sexton finds Yurtsevin. George with the ball. Jones covering. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Horton Tucker's checked in for the Jazz. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Alvarado, defended by George. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Utah trailing here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. Stops. Pops. The shot by Hawkins. No good. Jazz trail by 3. George looking around. Outside, Sexton. 6 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Back to Williamson. Sexton grabs the board.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The Pelicans have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Williamson. Yurtseven with the rebound. Yurtseven's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sexton. Sinks that one from the post. Sexton's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
How about the soft touch there from Sexton? Big athlete, but showing now he's got a feathery touch.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Jazz shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. George passes to Yurtseven. Back to George. He dishes it to Collins. Launches it. Shot clock at 5. George, no good. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Valanciunas with a screen on George. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Jazz call time here. The Pelicans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Yurtseven. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Combine Markkanen's size and that soft touch. It makes him a constant threat inside the painted area. That's why they call him the finisher.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
That free throw good from Williamson. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
Love Zion's grit and determination. One thing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Five on the clock. Sexton looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson in the post. Working on Collins. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
George dishes to Sexton. Horton Tucker in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Jazz have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Hawkins. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 41% for the game. Step back shot, and it's Ingram missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. And can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
The first one falls. And George drops them both. And so here is New Orleans. It's a three-point game. Ingram with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Basket counts. Ingram's got 15.
And right now, efficient as Brandon Ingram is just torching the defense.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's George. Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Now here's Williamson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix. Now here is George. Outside Collins. Back to George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Cranes the three-pointer. Markkanen's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Just loves it. Loves to play like a guard and shoot it from the perimeter. Markkanen's bread and butter.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Here's Collins. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Collins setting the pick for Markkanen. Nice steal from Valanciunas. Now for New Orleans, shooting the ball at 42%. Williamson finds Ingram. With some arc, he lays it in. Ingram's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Ingram uses that floater so effectively, pulls it out of his bag when the defense isn't expecting it.
Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Collins, a screen on Ingram. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Ingram. They get the rebound. Here's Collins, and he makes good on the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Ingram against Sexton. A shake. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out the stats for John Collins. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 9 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And the first one at the line is good. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Pelicans. Yurtseven's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Colin Sexton. He's off on the second.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Williamson. McCollum against George. Takes it inside. 3 on the clock. Horton Tucker's shot is off. The Pelicans trail. Ingram outside. Zeller setting the pick for Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
And that's big time from B.I.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Here's George. Can't connect from short range.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jazz trail by 3. Clarkson with the ball. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. There's the pick. Clarkson on the wing. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And that's good off the glass that time. And 11 points for Lauri Markkanen.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Inside, stolen by Yurtseven. Here's Horton Tucker. Can't cash in from close range. The Pelicans shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Down low. And Williamson throws it down.
So awesome to see Zion healthy and showing off that elite athleticism.
1:41 left now here in the second. Jazz trail by 3. Now Horton Tucker. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Yurtseven. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Talen Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. So for the Pelicans, Valanciunas comes in for Cody Zeller, and it's Nance in for Williamson. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler comes in for Yurtseven, and it's Colin Sexton in for George. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Ingram attacking. And it goes down 2 points. Ingram's got 24 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Utah has possession, trailing by 5. Outside, Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Clarkson with the ball. Now, Valanciunas defending.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Ingram. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
And they made Ingram fight for that one, but he's not afraid to get physical. This is a good sign.
Both free throws, good for Ingram. Jazz trail by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. And he drives in. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Ingram against Clarkson. Ingram outside. It's up a 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with the possession. That helps out big time.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest. Shaq, I want to know why you never entered the dunk contest.
No, he did. He was a prop for Diallo, remember?
Kenny, I will prop you up right now.
Ah, prop the noun versus prop the verb. You can see how popular I was in high school, can't you? And now looking at where things stand at the half, there's some work to be done for the Jazz.
Kenny, it's time for them to tap out on the 3-ball. They need to just give it up. Try to get something inside. Make the defense work.
But we see this a lot. Teams just jacking up quick shots instead of running the offense all the way through.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And so, Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 5-point game. We've got C.J. McCollum. Larry Nance out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ingram in at the 2. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And he goes in for the dunk.
The hands, the anticipation. Nance Jr., a great job there. Reaching out, tapping that ball away for the steal.
Jazz trail by 7. Clarkson taking his time here. Here's Markkanen. He can't get that one to fall. Nance with some nice D. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Pelicans leading by 8. McCollum finds Ingram. Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Sexton. Out to Ingram. Lock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Valanciunas with brute force on that play, and you get inside like that, you got to hit the guy.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The pass to Valanciunas. Clarkson against Ingram. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nance outside. Back to Ingram. Tries again. And good that time. Ingram's got 29.
They're trying to develop his all-around game when Larry Nance Jr. moves it like this. And he sees it. He can make everybody better.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram's work ethic has made him an all-star. He was in the Pelicans facility so much they banned him on off days. He said, "I hate it, but I use those off days to visualize the game." So what is he like? He says being called out. Players at this level think they're above that. Kevin?
Not him. Hey, David, thanks. So it's the Jazz now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Sexton. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. That one on Nance.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pelicans leading by 8. Pass to Valanciunas. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ingram outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Valanciunas. Jazz trail by 8. Into the lane. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
That one misses. Pelicans leading by 7. Ingram outside. He lobs it up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
And remember that 2023 dunk contest, Trey Murphy made a strong showing going to the finals.
Yeah, I love that he just got out there on that stage and showed what he could do. Kind of agility from a guy at his size with that kind of length, that functional coordination. Great to see him compete.
Now here's Ingram. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. Clarkson against McCollum. And that one good from Clarkson.
And you're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Ingram wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Kessler. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 13 points for Lauri Markkanen.
You don't see Markkanen operate too much from that area on the floor, but he's smart enough not to pass up that open shot.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Out to the right wing. Releases from 15. He can't get that one. Jazz trail by 7. And it's Sexton penetrating. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Nance.
Pretty good balance from Sexton as the point guard there, maintaining some concentration.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 17. Drives to the hoop. Passes it to Kessler. The Jazz working the ball around now. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Clarkson.
Clarkson draining one from deep, something he has to continue to work on. Stretch out the floor.
Here's Valanciunas. He's got 9. Nance sets a screen for McCollum. And there's the pass to Ingram. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Outside, Sexton. Dishes it to Markkanen. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ingram against Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen passes to Sexton. Clarkson outside.
Well, when Brandon Ingram's active on the defensive end, from whatever position, he's going to help out that particular possession. Good reaction there.
To the inside. Rebound, Utah. Horton Tucker with it. 6 points for him.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Jazz trail by 5. And here's Clarkson. He's got 13. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
It's Ingram on the wing. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sexton dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. Back to Markkanen. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Collins is checked in. Stolen by McCollum. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Collins. Really left alone that time. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Jazz trail by 7. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Pass to Kessler. Clarkson against McCollum. And here's Collins from outside. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. And McCollum now atop the key. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Here's McCollum. Rebound Utah. Markkanen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 13. And the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got 10 points in the quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
New Orleans leading by 5. Passes it to Nance. The dish to McCollum. Stolen by Clarkson. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Here's Alvarado. Defended by Sexton. The feed to Ingram. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Ingram's got 35.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jazz trail by 7. Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 15. Now Sexton. The pass to Kessler. Over Valanciunas. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got his second basket. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Ingram. He has 35. Nance sets a screen for Ingram. Over Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. And that one falls for Ingram. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Nance. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Utah also making some changes. Yurtseven's checked in for Walker Kessler. And Georgia subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. And he makes both free throws. Clarkson with the ball. And Jones pulls it down.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Valanciunas. Williamson dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Alvarado. Cranes the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Keontae George picks one up.
And you love the energy of Jose Alvarado. He just brings it on the floor, a clear fan favorite.
Yeah, such a unique style of basketball, the way he goes about his business. And if a coach is smart, you're not trying to change it one bit. Jose brings all of that and mixes it up every single night.
Free throw good, Alvarado. Jazz trail by 9. Right side, George. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jordan Clarkson.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And that one falls for Collins.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
Hawkins checked in for Brandon Ingram. And so Collins nails both of them. 1:50 left in the third. Right side, Jones. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. Pass to Hendricks. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Hendricks has got 5 now.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Alvarado. 6 points for him. Lets a floater go. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 4. Collins passes to Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Alvarado finds Williamson. Trying to find Valanciunas. It's to him. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Kicks it out to Williamson.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
That one is off. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Horton Tucker's checked in for the Jazz. Good on the second free throw. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Sexton. 17 points in the game. Passes it to Collins. Over Williamson. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Collins.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
Here's Alvarado. Excellent D there from George. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pelicans lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Utah, Yurtsevin out there with Markkanen. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's George in at the point guard. Now here is George. Now the pass to Markkanen. And stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And that one's good, Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Horton-Tucker. George against McCollum. It's good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pelicans leading by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, that's offensive interference. Utah shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside, George. Here's Markkanen. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Collins. Pelicans pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Connects from three-point range.
The corners head on anywhere on the arc works for Trey Murphy.
Jazz trail by 6. Now George. Pass to Markkanen. And stolen by Williamson. And the basket by Alvarado.
Well, that's a nice addition to Zion's game. The passing ability makes him more of a complete player.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. George passes to Markkanen. The 3. The shot by George, no good. Pelicans leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Zeller. Misses in close. Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Horton Tucker finds Collins. Outside, George. No good on the 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Utah calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jazz trail by 10. Horton Tucker, the pass to Yurtseven. Williamson against Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. Clock at 4. Here's the teardrop. That one's not going to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Markkanen finds Yurtseven. Over McCollum. They need this. Here's Horton Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
So it's the Jazz now, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Markkanen passes to Horton Tucker. And stolen by Zeller.
This is a young player who you do not want to send to the free throw line. Trey Murphy, just about automatic.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Nance is checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. And it's done in for John Collins. Alvarado with it. Defended by George. Here's Williamson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And we could get used to seeing a lot of highlights just like that. Zion's power and body control leading the points.
Jazz trail by 14. Markkanen passes to George. He kicks it to Dunn. Markkanen a screen on McCollum. Feeds to Markkanen. It's stolen by Nance. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for McCollum. Utah also making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Dunn. And it's Colin Sexton in for George. And yes, it's good. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Kicks to Clarkson. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Thursday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards. Then on Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And looking at that Nets matchup, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Now here's Valanciunas. He dishes it to Ingram. Count the basket. Ingram's got 39.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jazz trail by 16. Outside, Sexton. Clarkson outside. Horton Tucker finds Collins. Out to Clarkson. 4 on the shot clock. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Clarkson's got 15 points in just the second half. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-7 run. Valanciunas sets a screen for Ingram. Out to Nance. Three-pointer. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Collins. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jones checked in for Trey Murphy. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Ingram. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Hendricks. Another shot. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got 7 rebounds in the game. Ingram kicks to Jones. Ingram dishes to Nance. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Pass to Alvarado. Nance a screen. Down low. Collins looking around.
Just staying aggressive right now. John Collins putting some tremendous pressure on the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the NBA, Brent, doing away with positions for the votes for all NBA teams. We could see some interesting all NBA teams now, though, with that in mind.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin, especially in a game that is dominated by wings and guards because of player movement and three-point shooting. But I love it. You're rewarding the guys who have had phenomenal seasons and are deserving of that kind of recognition.
Here's Ingram, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ingram's got 43 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Clarkson with the ball. Outside, Sexton. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Jazz trail by 15. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Here's Horton Tucker. Six to shoot. Sexton finds Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Clarkson's got 18 points now here in the second half. New Orleans leading by 12. Ingram outside for the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Sexton the pass to Horton Tucker. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Over Valanciunas. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so McCollum will bring it out for the Pelicans. At one point they led by 16. And it's Ingram missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Ingram. Rebound, Utah. Collins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Ingram dishes to McCollum. Valanciunas with a screen on Sexton.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
Throw good, McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And just so good off the bounce. C.J. McCollum is as frustrating to cover as anyone.
Yeah, but it's also, Greg, one of the players in the league that we appreciate the most because of the footwork, because of the fundamentals, maybe a little bit undersized. He finds ways to get it done with efficiency and effectiveness. Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
I think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Ingram against Clarkson. Ingram passes to Nance. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Sexton. And the lead is down inside single digits. Sexton's got 19 points.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Pelicans leading by 8. And here is Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good for Ingram. Here's Clarkson. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Kessler with the bucket.
Trying to realize what to do in the screen and roll situation. Clarkson connecting with a teammate.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to McCollum. No good on the shot. Nice D from Sexton. Jazz trail by 8. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Nance. Here's Sexton, and Utah again with the bucket.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
.112 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Valanciunas with a screen on Sexton. Got that bucket in no time at all. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Ingram against Clarkson. Back to Sexton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Outside, Sexton. Over McCollum. Again, the Jazz score.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to McCollum. Nance against Markkanen. The shot's good from Nance.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now here's McCollum. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with C.J. McCollum. C.J., how did you pick this defense apart and find your teammates?
I just tried to be aggressive. I was coming up short in the first half, but I was getting where I wanted to go on the court. So based on the film, I was just trying to make the right passes, whether that be weak side or finding the big man rolling. And tonight they finished it.
Well, your work studies paid off, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Brandon Ingram.